That is good banter.
Oh, Timmy, good to see you, mate.
Well, I have not seen you for, it seems like a lifetime, Evan. It really does.
It's been a long time, mate. It's been I reckon just under 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Fuck, where does the year go? You're looking good. You're looking sharp. Yeah,
Thanks, mate.
You've had
Coming off the big C.
You've had the COVID.
The COVID, yeah, not the chlamydia, not the cancer.
Not the cancer.
Caught it.
The big COVID. You'd had it when it was.
I had it, but someone in my household might have been getting a bit ahead of themselves, saying that I can't catch it. I'm superhuman. I'm some kind of superhuman superhero. Well, did she come down in a screaming heap?
Did she? Well, it's sort of like it's old. It's not even cool anymore. It's like seeing someone on fucking MySpace or walking around with happy pants. You know, you ring someone. Oh, I've got COVID. You're like, well, fucking so is everyone else on the planet.
Get over it.
Yeah, get with the times.
Yeah, it was one of those things where, she came. And when she gets crook, she even said, I'm a good doctor. I'm not a good patient. She sooks it up.
Oh, they all do. I reckon this whole man flu thing, it's been built up, and I think we've better almost got to stop and just take a step back and think. I think some of these women are fucking carrying on like pork chops too. Tam goes down like a fucking plane crash, just boom, and she'll go, how are you feeling? Like, I'm feeling pretty good.
I think as well, I sort of, you feel like shit, but you just sort of, push through. I mean, obviously I wasn't pushing through with me sore knees. I was bitching and moaning about those a bit.
Well, sporting injuries are different. Yeah. You've got every right to complain about those.
That's right. But, so she came down. We caught it at my mate's, my mate Surebet, his celebration.
Yep.
The other week, and a few people came down with it, and
it would have been a lot of handshaking and hugging,
bit of kissing, bit of
some tears, some hugs with tears, some
laughs, and just crammed in.
You know, you hug a mate you haven't seen for a while, you nibble on his ear, and before you know,
a bit of close talking later in the night as well.
Talking, yeah.
By the time I got out there at about, I think it was about 11 that night. Yeah, there wasn't much sense being. No, I thought I've heard this conversation before.
Yeah, I've been on the piss with a few of your mates. You certainly got some close talkers. Couple there. You like when you feel their tongue sort of slapping against your lips. You're like, maybe take a step back there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And a lot of saliva getting.
A lot of saliva. A lot of beer getting drank, and you pick up a bottle. Is that mine? Is that? Oh, fuck it. I'll just drink that one.
Yeah.
And when there's a disease going around, real super spreader event you would have caused.
It was. So we got that. But I must admit the celebration was good fun.
Yeah, you got up and said because you're emceeing the event.
I was hosting. I was emceeing, and. Yeah, my little mate Jezza got it in early. It's the biggest crowd I've ever fucking played to. Which I did have it in the speech to say that to get in before him, but 2 seconds in he'd already dropped that. So,
that's yeah. Well, what was he getting up before the MC?
Oh no, just yelling it out.
Oh, okay.
Yelling it out.
So he'd had a couple.
He had a couple. Yeah. I think he kicked off at 2. I'm pretty sure he got to a different pub. Maybe a bit earlier.
You've had a few when you're heckling the MC at a wake. I reckon is a fair sign you fucking the gloves are off.
But I must admit it was totally different from a funeral. I reckon the way they did it was great because I was chatting to a few of the guys who spoke at the celebration. Like just a lot better when there's not a dead body in a coffin.
Yeah, a bit of a
real
mood killer.
Debbie Downer.
Yeah, a real mood killer. The old dead body. I haven't done many gigs with dead bodies in the side of I've fucking died myself on stage many a time. But
is there a dead body in the room? No, it's just me.
You'd hate to get off stage after a stinker and go, oh, that was tough. Oh, you didn't know, but there was a dead body over in the corner, which was sort of killing the mood a bit.
Starting to smell, actually.
And the crowd was well aware of the dead body.
Yeah. So, no, it all went well.
That's good news.
Got some laughs in, some stories. And
was it just the boys or the...
No, it was everyone.
Yep.
It was a lot of Seymour crew. There were people... some people had come down from Port Douglas.
Yeah, nice.
There were, people from all walks of life. So people had come from interstate, and a real great send-off for the great man. And I've got to go do it again. I've got to go do it in Thailand next week.
With the same crew? Or?
Oh, it'll be some of the same crew.
You have to write a new set list?
Well, I might... I know what I will do. If I get a chance a few days before, I'm going to fucking throw Jezza over the side of a fucking boat with concrete boots.
So he's going over there?
He's going over there.
Well, the moment you grab the mic, I'd go straight to fucking attack Jez before he gets his line in. Because he's probably forgot he yelled it out the first time.
He might have.
And he might think, fuck, I got a zingy.
Yeah, no, well, he actually he gave me a very rare compliment, which he said, no, you did really well. It was a great day.
Must have been off his fucking tits.
He must have been real fucked. So, yeah.
I'm sure he did some crazy shit in his life, but he would have woke up and regretted that more than anything he's ever done.
Giving me a compliment.
He's written cars off and done all sorts of shit, but yeah, giving you a compliment, fuck, he'll never live that down.
No.
That's for life, unfortunately.
Yeah, so we'll get over to Thailand. So yeah, we're going to have to pre-record one.
Yep.
So... But anyway, you've been all over the joint, mate. You've been, just WA, really.
Jet setter segue, yeah. Yep, travelling around, mate. I've jotted down some stuff. We'll fly through it, but because it was a bit of a trip. Some of this stuff might be something might come of it. Some of it might be just boring dog shit. But we'll kick things off.
And also, jump on the Patreon. You've been putting a few little rippers.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
You've been doing it's called Tommy Time.
Yep.
For those of you who aren't on the Patreon, which is a lot of you,
the larger percentage,
vast majority,
definitely the vast majority have chosen.
We started off at a blaze of glory when it first went up, just after Christmas.
We foolishly made the calculations that if we're getting 60 sign up a week,
by July, I'll be shelling out money to you, and I'll be shelling out money to everyone. I'll be retiring, but
you certainly flatlined.
It's flatlined, and I've been doing my taxes for the last 2 years lately, and geez, if Kristen doesn't leave me in the next year or so, I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
Yeah, so for if nothing else, even if you don't want to hear more of us, for the sake of Evan's marriage, and if he does separate, chances are he'll marry again. You'll have to listen to another 8 episodes of his next wedding. So if that's not incentive...
Well, that's the other thing. I've celebrated my 1-year wedding anniversary.
Oh, fuck
and
me.
you Siegert finger on the pulse. I said, you had no idea. I said, mate, we actually celebrated our 1-year wedding. Oh, I didn't say 1 year. Celebrated our wedding anniversary. And you're like, what was that? Is that your 2 year? I said,
well, we cracked the joke, though I didn't know how long it had been because we only stopped talking about it on the pod a couple of days ago. So so it did drag out. Yeah, but I thought it was longer than a year. But geez, a year, it seems like a long time. I know you said it seems like it flies, but I reckon it seems like quite a long time. Quite a lot has happened.
A bit has happened. Maybe you got a busier life than me. Plus, you don't give a fuck about my wedding.
Not
everyone does.
It was the greatest, as I said, best wedding I've ever been to. But unlike you, the rest of the world moves on. You've still got the photo you look at every day, and you're still putting picking the photos to put in the album and that sort of shit. But the world has fucking moved on. Ivan.
Yep.
Anyway,
it's like COVID. People are getting sick of hearing about it.
Yep. And you're still just getting it now.
Yep. All right.
Anyway, so it was a couple of weeks ago now when I departed. I departed on a Saturday morning.
You did?
This story's gonna start a bit slow, but remember it.
All right.
So I get in my car Saturday morning.
Vroom, vroom.
I've got to get lunchtime over there.
Yeah, and that's... Yeah, so I would have gone over the day before personally.
No, the flights are fine. You leave at 11, you get there at 11.
Okay.
So anyway, I decided to get out there early. I got about an 8 o'clock flight, so I'm going to get there at 9. So you lose an hour.
Yeah,
So what I
gotcha.
said before was incorrect. But only takes an hour on the clock. So I drive my car out. Remember that? Drive my car out.
Have you got your secret
Get a
park?
spot at the get a good park. You fucking beauty.
We're away.
Because last time I was out there, it was packed to the rafters. I had to park fucking near Bendigo. Anyway, so I've got to park, get on the plane, bingo bango, arrive in WA, all going well, straight. Got a bit more time than I thought. So I went to start at my cousin's place.
Nice. And are these close cousins? Because I know sometimes as you get older, when you're younger, cousins are sort of like your best friends sometimes because you're catching up. But, families drift. They drift apart.
No, I've always...
When was the last time you spoke to your cousin?
You always call him about a week before I head to WA and need accommodation. So
Yes, nice.
he doesn't really hear much from me. I sort of screen his calls every other time.
Hey.
No, Craig's a ripper. He'd be a couple of
Craigo.
years older than me. Craig and his wife, Sarah, sort of made the decision, the two of them, not to have kids.
Good on them.
Good on them. So yeah, they got this great place, 5 minutes from the city. Fucking just a great setup. Had my own front room and my own little bathroom, and it was better than a hotel because they were there and I could chat with them, and they were working during the day, so I had a bit of me time,
Tommy time.
bit of Tommy time.
So what's your motto or what's your theory? Because I know it's a bit different from a hotel. You can't just be covering the joint in jizz.
Can't be covering the joint in jizz. Well, let me just say this. She was a fairly solid search for fucking any sort of security cameras before I rubbed the first one out. And
You're going under the table. Is this joint bugged?
Oh,
What's
mate,
going
I
on?
bloody so had to make 100% sure. So I made a little tent. So I called it the wank tent. It was in the corner of the bathroom.
Yep.
So yeah, just one of their sheets. One stage, his wife did come in and say, "What's that?" I said, "That's I can't."
That's my toss and TP.
That's my toss and TP. That's me. That's my yeah. So she sort of was pretty mortified that I'd set up a wank tent in her bathroom, but you got to
You make yourself at home.
we had
She
a bit
did
of
say.
she did say make yourself at home, and I said, well, I've got a wank tent at home, so what do you want me to do? And then so we agreed to disagree on the wank tent. Eventually, that did come down.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Decommissioned.
But also, then I could wank under the bed, so that was
Yeah, nice.
rubbed a few out under the bed. Although couldn't get much length because it was quite tight.
Some of those beds, if they're a bit low,
A bit low,
your head's sort of jammed in there.
and
If you're having a big day, you might struggle to
So
keep it up.
anyway, so that was good. So that was good staying. Then I got a spa, so I got to bloody get in the spa. But
Was that a spa that's permanently there?
yeah, spa.
So
that's
not
per-
like a spa bath.
no, they got a spa like
Okay.
outside spa.
Oh, that's-
Yep. Yeah, so that was
That's
nice.
filthy.
So I got up I was going for runs and really living large. But anyway, so day one, let's run through the timeline. So get there and then straight to my first gig, which was at the Kingsley Footy Club.
Nice.
So they've got a bit of a past players day going on. The guy said, look, we'll get you there at 12 and we'll perform to the past players and the twos just before they run out.
Oh,
and I said,
that's what you want to hear.
That's not ideal. That's not ideal. Anyway, I get there at 12 o'clock. There's fucking no one there. Spoke to the twos coach. He's really not a fan of me getting up.
No,
cracking
they're struggling
gags.
to win a game.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
is this dickhead?
But anyway, so did a bit of shuffling around. I had all day there, so I said, look, I'll go later. And so that all worked out. But one thing interesting, the Kingsley Footy Club, and I wasn't aware of this until I got there, was the club that famously lost the 7 players in the Bali bombings.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I always knew it was
So that's why some of the past players weren't there.
no, they definitely weren't there, but they were there in memory because they had this. The club was this real shithole of a club, but they afterwards they said, what can we do to remember these to remember our mates by? They call them the boys, and they said let's rebuild the rooms and have a beautiful little tribute to them. So they had this great little area. They had this great little statue out the front. It was of those water bottles. and it was just like those fucking like a water bottle holder with the 7 water bottles in it.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
It was really really well done. Yeah, different. Yeah, but really artistically done.
Thing there? You look a bit.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Well, I've got it here. Sorry, I'll.
Yeah, that's all right.
Trying to be animated.
No, you're very good.
Yeah,
You're a bit tired. And looked at the last episode we did. We were laying on that couch. I thought,
yeah,
Jesus, we were looking real
not
flat.
Not much point watching that one on YouTube. That was just could have got the screenshot.
Yeah, I reckon.
Except when the dog jumped over, that was entertaining.
Dog was good.
And anyway, so that was a great gig. I was talking to some of the players that survived. Fucking what a
how many? There are a fair few of them over there who went to Bali.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably a bit of a somber, but how do you recover from obviously your footy trip's fucked?
The club. Actually was talking to another guy last night that left the Sari club. Yeah. Left the Sari club half an hour before it.
Jesus.
Just amazing stuff. And the guy the main guy I was talking to that's still involved, he was clearly visibly all burnt, and so he was in there. But so they retired because I wear number 7 on my back when I do my suburban footballer, and they said, "Oh mate, did you do that for us?" And I was like, no. And they said, well, because they've retired the number 7.
Yep.
And anyway, after that, a lot of people pumped in a lot of money, and they won. I think they won 3 flags, and it was a great time for the club. And it was, it was just a really nice thing they did. I thought that was it was a nice touch. I thought the Kingsley Footy Club, they were really good folk down there.
I guess that's the thing at footy clubs when when things don't go, they rally around each other. If someone's crook or something like that happens, they really get together and.
That they do. So it was nice. It was a good, obviously a tragedy, but some good has come from it. So anyway, then from there I went to the Forestdale Footy Club, and she was out in the sticks a bit. Here's something interesting about WA footy, and this is going to be a bit of a footy episode. So hopefully,
all your gigs were mainly footy.
They were mainly footy gigs. So in WA, you either play waffle, which is quite a good, very good standard of footy.
Great standard.
And then if you want to play footy anywhere else in Perth, you don't get paid.
So it's amateurs.
It's amateurs. The only other footy in Perth is amateurs. So if you want to get paid, you've got to go out in the bush. So an hour out of Perth, 2 hours out of Perth, 3 hours, that's where all the money is.
Well, I've heard, a few mates. I know there's a great West Australian footballer, Jeff Smith, who I played with up in Port Douglas, and he went through Donnybrook and a few other joints, and I think he was making a pretty penny.
Yeah,
playing out in the bush.
Playing bush, yeah, a lot of farm money and. Yeah, so some really strong clubs. I mean, imagine if you took every money-hungry player out of Melbourne and sent them out bush.
Oh, Jesus!
Just
towns would just
wrap your little fucking mind around
shit,
that.
To be honest,
well, they'd be broke. Basically.
They'd be fucked.
Yeah, but it would really lift the standard.
It would.
So anyway, a bit of a weird vibe when I walked into Forestdale Footy Club. I thought, fuck, what's going on here? A few people in quite serious chats, and as it turns out, they'd had one serious fucking dust-up during the day, right on the halftime siren of the Ones, and their game was called off.
It's got to be a fair old dust-up for the game to be called off.
Yep.
What? Run us through it, Timmy.
Well, let me get this right. It was, did I get the name? So it was a player, ex-Bulldogs. Kingsley Hunter?
Kent Kingsley?
Kent Kingsley.
He used to play at Geelong as well?
I reckon.
Kent Kingsley?
I reckon. And
he wouldn't still be playing.
Well, he is still playing.
Oh,
but
must be.
Yeah, but he's
country.
Getting older. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so this wasn't a country club. This was a Amos.
Oh, right.
And she was a bit lower in the divisions. Look, great folk. And so I was getting by all reports, this guy tackled someone quite heavily on the siren and all hell broke loose, and they were saying it was his fault. Judging by some of the people telling the story, I think there might have been 2 sides to this story. But anyway, they were great folk, but they just had one hell of a fucking barney during the day. Another interesting fact.
So Ken Kingsley was at?
He was playing for the other team.
The other team.
Yeah, so they were
he started.
Yeah, well, they were up by about 100 points, and they were saying
the other team.
Yeah, no, Kingsley. No, fucking Forrester.
We've got because we've got Ken Kingsley, we've got the Kingsley Football Club, and we've got
Kingsley
Tom's
Hunter.
brain.
Yeah, and Tom's brain trying to piece it all together, which it's not working.
No.
It's not working. So anyway, some old busted up AFL bloke apparently has started this brawl again. I'm sure there's two sides to the story.
There is.
And it got me chatting because they were all the committee were in deep conversation. I sort of like, fuck, I better find out what's going on.
Do we have to pay match payments?
Looks pretty.
Technically, they didn't finish the game.
Looks pretty serious. So I went over and I said, "What's the GO here, guys?" And here's an interesting fact: a lot of fucking Barneys in WA footy.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of Barneys in WA footy. She is rough as fucking guts. So you might be thinking Ammos. Comparing it to Melbourne Ammos.
Oh, Ammos.
Fucking
it's like
don't.
latte sipping bloody.
Yeah, this is
Some of the Ammos there, mate. Jesus Christ. Some of the Ammos down in Melbourne don't even have tackling.
No.
It's that fucking. They sleep with the lights on.
Clubs had to get rid of the tackle bags and the.
Yeah. We can't be having this.
No. They
A lot of the. Can you drink at the Ammos over there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because you can't drink at the Ammos in Victoria,
which is insane.
Insane.
But yeah. So when you hear Ammos, just fucking erase anything from your brain that you think might be that you know from the Melbourne Ammos, because it is chalk and cheese. Like
collars, dress shirts. Forget about that.
The only collars these guys wear, they wouldn't even wear a collar to fucking court.
They just wear ankle bracelets.
Yeah, they wear ankle bracelets. That's the only accessory those guys are wearing. And so she's pretty wild, she's pretty rough, she's pretty willing. So they've introduced this rule. I really found this interesting. I think you will too, Evan.
Ooh.
The coach, and I think the guy explained it to me, or there were a few people explaining to me. They had a couple of drinks, but I think they nailed it. The coach gets 20 points. Every coach gets 20 points. Right?
What can he use them on?
He has every red card. He loses 5 points. Right. Every yellow card, and this isn't just him, this is his players. And this isn't just his players. This is from the fucking women's team, the under-18s, the Rezzies. He might not even fucking be there.
There's a bit of pressure on the coach.
Oh, no shit.
Jesus.
No shit.
Who's signing up to coach these teams?
So the coach, if he loses 20 points, and it's 3 for a yellow, and there might be other shit going on around the club, like... might be 2 for someone gets their dick caught in a stubby, or there's different ones. Look, I'm paraphrasing.
No,
that one might not be one.
You got to lose something though.
Yeah,
sometimes it's your foreskin.
Yeah, you definitely lose your foreskin. I don't know about points. You'd lose your dignity, and yeah. Anyway, so you lose 20 points. You're fucking out for 4 weeks.
Deregistered.
You're out for 4 weeks.
Jesus, that's tough. But I guess it's one of the things you got to create a bit of culture around the club.
Well, I think there were so many fights and shit. They had to say, well, someone's got to be accountable because these guys clocking blokes clearly don't give a fuck. So
well, there's no repercussions.
There's no repercussions. So
you
they
can do whatever you want.
So they have to have someone that's making a decision for them. So that is the coach that says...
That's almost like if you, say in your family, like you're a dad, you've got teenage kids, it's almost like you've got 20 driver's license points.
Yeah.
If any of your kids lose points for speeding, you're fucked, Dad. You use your license.
It's not a... Look, it's...
Sort of something like that.
And it's not bad. It's not...
So you got responsibility. Hey, son... Don't go doing burnouts down the local, court with all your hoon mates. I'm the one who's going to cop these bloody points, you dickhead.
Exactly. It might make some of these parents give more of a fuck. It's not a bad idea.
Can we bring that in? Maybe. I don't know.
It's
food for thought.
It's definitely food for thought. So it's obviously in these coaches' best interest to say, you know what, Ronnie's kicked. He's averaging 3 goals a game, but he is really fucking knocking some blokes out. So, and I've only got 7 points left, thanks to last time Ronnie clocked someone from the opposition.
And when he got his cock caught in the
stubby. In the stubby. I'm going to have to leave fucking rocking Ronnie out of this one because I can't afford, I can't afford to be doing it. So it makes the coach accountable. He's got to make some tough calls, but look, I think it's desperate times, desperate measures.
Yep.
But anyway, that was a great gig. Good. Fuck, there were some pissed people, that one. That was...
So how far out of Perth are we talking?
No, well, that one was ammo still. So that was
Amos.
in Perth still.
Okay.
Yeah. But certainly on the outer... I never really had any bearings in Perth.
No,
They always go right south of the river or fuck. Whenever people start saying south, north, you lose me.
No. Well, I was staying down in Mandurah when I was over there, and that's sort of 45 minutes south.
Oh, you lost me.
Yeah, you're gone. But it's sort of, it's a bit of a weird one because it's not like a massive hub. Like there's one tall building. You go, is that the CBD? The Rio Tinto building.
That's the Rio Tinto.
That's the big boy in there.
Yeah. So anyway, so that was fantastic. Sunday, a Masters footy club. Yep. Masters footy, big over there, real big over there.
Well, it's big. It's big here as well.
It is. Yeah.
And are we talking over? What are we talking over?
Well, this was a bit of everything. So this I went to the Northern Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they're very successful. They're a Masters only club. So that a lot of, it's not like another club, Sandy Dragons, having a Masters club.
No, or a local footy club.
Sandy Dragons, are they under 18s?
Well, they're under 18s.
Yeah, that's the one club I picked that doesn't really work.
Well, it's like having a local club that's got a Masters club.
Which a lot of them do. But these are standalone. So this was great. So this was a bit of a later one. I was on about 6 o'clock on a Sunday and I thought, is that really a good time? But they came from everywhere. It was great little rooms, packed to the rafters. And, they were great. And they were saying, mate, we have more money than we know what to do with. We don't pay players. We got great sponsors, so everything's.
They're taking it pretty serious. The old over 40s.
Yeah. So they had an over 35s team. They had over 35s, 45s, and I think 55s. They all go to Bali every year. The club pays for it.
Jesus Christ!
The club pays for the fucking trip. I think they had to pay for accommodation. That's it. Club pays for everything else. It was. I went and got a beer. It was $3. I said, $3. That's fucking unbelievable. And he goes, we just try and give back to the players. And
I guess if you're not paying anyone, you should give something.
And you
back.
got sponsors.
Otherwise, you just some under the table deals getting done.
Yeah, so that was a bloody great club down there. Had the Monday off.
Great.
Caught up with a mate. Went for a kick of the footy.
Nice. That's just a bit more football. You weren't footied out.
No. Impossible to be footied out. Beautiful grass over there on the footy fields.
Oh, it is lovely.
It's fucking beautiful.
It's got that nice. It is a bit cooler, but they've just got a nice sort of climate.
It's a different sort of grass. It's a soft.
Yeah,
you can sort of lay in it.
Coochie?
Don't know my grasses, to be honest.
Could we get who's your mate? Gus. Gus knows his grass.
Gus doesn't know me though. That's the problem.
That's true.
That's the problem.
Yep.
Interesting thing about the grounds over there, no fucking fences. No grounds have got fences.
No, surely the waffle ones and that do.
Well, they have fences. But, so the waffle has fences. Ammo grounds don't have fences.
Well, the ammos, they need the fences in Melbourne to keep the pussies in.
Keep the pussies don't run out.
Yeah.
Run away.
They got to electrify the fences. Stop them running out. But over there, though,
stop them running away from the ball.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
a big shout out to all our ammo listeners out there.
Yeah. Get a hardball.
So they're probably not listening to this. They're probably not allowed to.
So.
The club would kick them out.
Yep.
Just for listening to this. Yeah. So you watch the game and you need a fucking fence. You sort of lose your bearings, and you see players calling for the ball out in the fucking street, and it's climbing trees.
Do they have a boundary line?
They have a boundary line.
Okay, that helps.
But everyone's allowed to sort of sit right up against the line. There's not even a second line.
Like the old school.
Yeah, so people sort of sit right up, and I reckon a fence is sort of although it's pretty easy to jump a fence and punch someone in the head.
Yeah.
A fence is a real psychological barrier. Like for the first one we went to.
It is in prison.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
But that's higher. That's higher than
a bit higher.
Yeah. And it has wire. And
razor
a sniper. If you jump the fence.
Guards.
Yeah,
up the top.
Which is a big. They don't have them at the footy. Don't even have fences over there. So when the crowd's right there, and a player sort of runs out of bounds, and everyone's going, "Oh, you fucking knob and
fucking
really
loser."
Yeah. Oh,
Get
one
kick, you weak
one
prick.
funny one, and I did put this on my page. There was a bloke running out in the opposition, the first game against Kingsley. Blonde hair, 2 gloves.
Two gloves?
Two gloves. And he, anyway, he's did he just 1 glove, was it? Might have been just 1 glove. Anyway, he was fucking, the fucking 90s are that way, cockhead. He was just
Michael Jackson, MJ, go touch some kids.
Just because it was a past players' day. You could not have had more abuse hurled at this one bloke. And
was he in the 1s or the 2s?
He was in the 1s for the opposition.
Oh, yeah.
And no, sorry, he was in the 2s for the opposition.
Yeah, I don't think you can be wearing gloves in the 2s.
Nah, in the 1s.
Didn't you say it was 2s for the opposition?
Yeah, he was in the 2s for the opposition.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be wearing gloves in the 2s.
He was in the 2s.
Yeah, you can't. So he deserved to get given shit.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, so the way we organised the time, and we're going back to my first gig here, is that I would get on 20 minutes after the reserves had finished. So all the reserves could come in and watch it from both sides if they wanted.
Great.
And all the crowd, past players would come in.
While you were over there, did you feel like was Perth buzzing because you were sort of over there? It was a big tour you were doing.
It was a big tour
on here, Tommy.
Especially when I'm jumping back to the original gig, fucking jumping around. So anyway, the room was packed for this, and all the past players are pissed, and it was a ladies' day as well. The fucking people everywhere. This club was going nuts. And anyway, and there I saw the bloke. While I'm hanging shit on everyone in the crowd, I saw the fucking bloke there I was hanging shit on. I said, mate, Jesus, you had a rough day in the office. Fuck, you copped a bit of shit. You won't wear your glove again. He said, I have to. And I said, why? And he goes, and he fucking showed me hand. He goes, because I burnt my hand when I was younger. And he had this fucked up hand that basically... And he was the nicest guy, and I was like, and you could just see all the past players were in there that had basically been just fucking assaulting this guy for the last 2 hours. You just saw him just the whole room just went. Oh.
Yeah, they went up to shake his hand. Well, I can't.
And I went afterwards and looked at his hand. I was like, "Oh, you fucking poor bastard!" I think I got a photo with him. Fuck, it was funny. Anyway, so that was good laughs.
Just maybe get the backstory before you.
do a bit of fucking homework.
Put someone into a mental institution.
This WA gig might go for two episodes. Anyway, we're flying.
Yeah, we're doing good.
So Monday off, had a kick of footy. I went for a couple of beers. That was good fun.
Nice. What were you drinking over there? What are you
on the mids?
On the mids. Just the Great Northerns.
Just the Great Northerns, yeah.
Fantastic.
Great fucking Irish pub near where I was staying.
Paddy's?
No.
Irish O'Houlihan's?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, just a classic Irish pub.
Great.
So me and my mate went there, and that was good times. Anyway, so Tuesday night. So got footy clubs every night, but I couldn't get any for Tuesday and Wednesday because who wants to hold a footy club function?
Not on a Tuesday.
Not on a Tuesday.
Most people don't want to train this time of year.
No,
we're not having the suburban footballer down.
Fuck that. You won't get. You couldn't do it. So
not good.
So I put a bit of a shout out to local comedy clubs and said, anyone, are there any gigs running on Tuesdays and Wednesdays? And I heard back, yep. Perfect. Locked in a gig for the Tuesday. Locked in a gig for the Wednesday. Tuesday night, emceeing a night called
Experimental Comedy.
Experimental Comedy.
Yep.
And a little room. Interestingly, again, we can put the photo up. You go into this little fucking foyer to get to this joint.
It's like a 7-Eleven or something.
Looks like a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Big drink fridges. One of the fridges, you open it up. You walk through the fridge. It's a door, not a fridge. But looks like you see the drinks and everything there.
Oh, yeah.
You walk in, and there's a fucking
comedy room.
There's a comedy room in there.
It's crazy.
So anyway, that was packed, and so I was emceeing that, and it's basically it seemed like about 500 comedians getting up and doing 5 minutes,
which is just what you want on a Tuesday.
Just what you want on Tuesday. Sit through fucking 9 hours of
shit.
Pretty basic. Pretty average comedy. There were a few that were going all right, but I tell you what. So just before the gig, they got me out. They got me out in the beer garden. They said, "Look, guys, I know some of you have done gigs before. A lot of you are here for the first time. We've got
celebrity.
As you know, we've got Tom Siegert over from Melbourne.
He's big.
He's a 20-year veteran. This guy's he's fucking he's fantastic. He's a great rider. He's
bad memory.
He's a horrific memory. So make sure don't just do your spot and go. Make sure you hang around and watch. And as you're watching guys like this, is
you're
when
gonna
you
learn
really,
something.
You'll learning from the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there thinking, oh fuck, here we go. This is
pressure.
A little bit of pressure.
But you would have gone in here, you would have been looking scumming your nose at these people.
Just absolute fucking. I didn't want to be in the same room as these people.
I know.
No. So anyway, I got on stage and the crowd was there. There was a full house, and fuck, a minute in, I knew this is not good. They were.
So what are all the comics? What are they taking from this? Run us through. Run us through the crowd. Run us through
right from the start. And I reckon when he was introducing me, he even said he's got a few tricks up his sleeve. And I went up there and I was getting fucking nothing. Absolutely.
People pulling a rabbit out of your hat.
I'm like, am I talking another fucking language here? They're just giving me nothing. And the people like just pleading with me, just say something. We want to laugh, mate, but you're fucking horrendous.
I must admit,
I look over to the back wall and we're all the open micers, and they're looking at me going, I'll tell you what I'm taking out of this. If I'm still
doing comedy,
doing comedy after 20 years at that level, I'm gonna fucking neck myself. This guy's the worst fucking comedian I've ever seen, and I'm just getting. And I'll go, maybe do some of those tricks up my sleeve that you mentioned. Hey, where are you from? Singapore. And I was like, hey, what's
hey, clean up your cigarette butts, you loser.
Oh, well, that's
have you been to an Asian bakery?
So, and fuck, and it was not my crowd. Everyone was like 18 to 23.
I love this because oh, fuck, it's very rare that you have a fucking stinker. And I still do a lot of those inner city rooms where it's like that. It's those people who it's a mix, and they're anything that isn't talking about, I don't know, all those, politics or saying the Prime Minister's a cockhead. They're a bit. I'm
there fucking
I don't
talking
understand
about dipping me balls in gravy and getting chlamydia, and people are just going, Jesus, mate, this is fucking awful.
Tone it down.
People are like, this is a comedy night, mate. You're being fucked. This isn't a fucking prison.
No, you should be going to
this isn't a
sexual health clinic.
This isn't the fucking Navy.
Yeah, balls in the gravy.
This is fucking horrendous.
Jesus.
And mate, I got off stage. I meant to be bringing these acts onto a room full of people in hysteria, and you're just like, all right, here's your first act. And I was like, oh, thank fuck. Someone that's not going to talk about their dick for fucking 15 minutes.
Did you promote the podcast? I would have loved that.
Yeah. Guys, make sure you tune into our podcast. She's a fucking beauty. No.
So what do you? Because there's nothing worse if you go on as an MC and the crowd aren't digging you. And especially when you got to bring on 50 more comedians. Run us through the process.
It was fucked. It was so fucked. Well, so I do gigs now at a footy club, and I try and keep it to 40 minutes. And sometimes I'll go to 45 in my first set, and I find it hard to stay to that. I'm like, I've got so much material. I want to do it.
A heap of gold.
So much gold.
I've got another 35 jokes about me balls.
If they love that dick joke, fucking...
Wait till they hear me fucking gooch closer.
But, your dick joke works. All of a sudden in my head, I'm putting a line for every dick joke. I'm like, fuck, I'm all out of gags.
I got 5 minutes.
Yeah. I'm thinking, is foreskin part of the dick? Because I've got a fair bit of foreskin material. What about knob? Maybe they're just not into the shaft stuff. Fuck, it was bad. Anyway, afterwards I had my fucking head down, tail between my legs, and I walked back out that fucking fridge and grabbed a bottle and fucking tried to neck myself. So that was pretty fucked up.
Yep. Did the night itself, though, was anyone sort of getting anything? Or was this crowd just a Tuesday night?
At the halftime break, I shit you not, half the people left. Which really, I've got to admit, there wasn't a lot of oxygen in the room before half the people left. And there was probably one row that was there okay.
Was there a body in a casket anywhere, or was there a dead body somewhere?
Only mine. Only mine.
yours.
Yeah, it was fucked. Anyway, so that was real shit. But I talking to a few of the comedians afterwards, and that hung around. Had a good chat with them. We had a laugh about it. So it's sort of. So I tried to salvage something. But anyway, it was a pretty dark night in my comedy career. But anyway, it is what it is. And yeah, when some bloke that's never done comedy before was getting more laughs than you, talking about fucking his uni student getting his uni course getting fucking put off or something. Fucked if I know. It was dire. But anyway, so this gig was in Northbridge.
Yeah.
Northbridge is fucking out of control.
She's crazy in there.
She's fucking
mate,
mental.
go there on a Friday night. I remember when I was over there during those mining tours and that. Fucking Friday night, Jesus Christ. I was scared for my own life.
Oh.
I was 39 at the time, and there's these teenagers who I was shitting myself. I feel like I was going to get knifed or,
the fucking
smashed.
The drunkenness.
Oh.
WA is the Wild West. Like, it is fucking nuts. Yeah. The responsible serving of alcohol, you can fucking forget about it over there. It is. And so I went for and I always get this wrong, the Guzman Gomez.
Guzmani Gomez.
Guzmani Gomez. There was one of them
I love the little twang you put on there.
In Northbridge there.
Yeah.
So every night, I fucking loved it.
It's great.
It's the best.
I love a burrito.
I love a burrito. So I'd go there every night and just grab something, about 11:30 or whatever, and just sit in the window and watch the world go past.
Nice.
That's nice.
I do enjoy that.
I haven't seen anyone in my day-to-day life get put in a divvy van for 15 years, I reckon. Like, you just don't see it these days.
No.
I saw 4 people put in divvy vans in my time in Perth.
Yep.
And I tell you what, if you're getting put in the divvy van, I've been put in a few before. I've always gone in.
Yes, officer.
Okay,
I understand.
I've done the wrong thing. Each one of these, they fucking fought tooth and nail. Like,
yep.
I reckon, what's the point of fighting if you go in a divvy van? You're not gonna. It's not like they've got a. It's not like they set a clock and say, all right, fucking Musafa, you've got fucking 10 minutes. We're going to try and put you in here for 10 minutes. If you can fucking not get in there.
Mustafa of the Lion King.
Yeah. And, I don't know whether you've ever seen cops trying to put a lion in the back of a divvy van. I'm not even sure. That's how mad Northbridge is. There's fucking zoo animals walking around. But, mate, he deserved it. He fucking ate someone.
Yeah. Come on, mate.
Mate, you can't fucking eat the cab driver.
Eat cab drivers.
I don't care how much you like Indian.
Nah, they taste like shit.
All right. Cut that bit out, maybe.
Oh, God.
Or Sri Lankan.
Whatever.
Could be any of those.
I find a lot of Aussies over there. Just getting in the cab and just.
Maybe I was just having a bad run.
Maybe.
So, yeah, each one of these guys fucking fought tooth and nail. Yeah, so as if the cops are saying, all right, mate, if we don't get in 10 minutes, mate, you're free. Because that's what, the cops aren't going to go, this is getting too hard. Let's just let this fucking guy go.
Yeah, maybe if you put up a bit of a fight, you just go, fuck him. He doesn't want to go in there.
Yeah, I didn't know he didn't want to go in there. Fuck.
I thought he loved the divvy
sorry,
van.
Dennis. I didn't know mate, you should have said something. We just thought you wanted to go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but geez, you're, so 4 fucking, one was in the middle of the day at a shopping centre. A guy was, I don't know what he was doing, but anyway, they tried to put him in the back and, he made a scene. So Wednesday night, got a gig, another gig. This time I'm not emceeing, thank fuck. This is
sometimes, especially those free sort of nights, it's the emceeing is it's not a good time. Sometimes you just want to do your spot and then fuck off.
Well, some rooms are set up to do crowd work and some aren't.
Yes.
And if a room's not set up to do crowd work, you can't really communicate.
Yep.
Because of acoustics, whatever, high stage, and you're emceeing, you're fucking just out there. Might as well be reading a fucking teleprompt. Anyway.
Welcome to the Logies. Thanks for coming.
So I went to the Laugh Resort. That was great.
That's
Great gig.
Was it like most resorts? You have a cocktail, you by the beach,
resort. No resort.
No resort?
No, it was up second story of this building in the middle of the city. So
it's not a good
no
resort.
resort about it. But that was no crowd reaction either, because on stage, and this is not really fucking even should be a story, but it looked great. Everyone was watching. I'm thinking, gee, the acts are going well. This is fantastic. No one really does crowd work over here. Oh, well. And I got up there. They on stage Tom Siegert, and I got up there. I only had 20 minutes, I think. I thought I'll do a bit of crowd work, and had a few WA gags to crack.
How'd you dip your balls in the gravy go this night?
Oh, they loved this is my crowd.
They were balls in the gravy, Joe.
Mate, everyone had their dicks
crowd.
out. But I got on stage, there was this... It was this fucking fan just above the stage. You couldn't hear yourself think. You couldn't hear the crowd. And I did wonder why the MC, she was going really well, but she was just sort of, like, she didn't interact with the crowd at all. And
it's
that
like
was
like at a brewery. You know how sometimes at breweries, and one of the breweries we did, it's like the what is it? It's like the tank. It's the fridge that cools the beer.
Yeah.
It just goes...
And you feel like you got to acknowledge it, but I was thinking, you can't hear it out there, so there's no point acknowledging it. People are going to think I've gone mental.
Yeah.
But get this, and I didn't write this down, but this just popped into my head. You want some fucking off-putting things when you're on stage. There was and this is something I hadn't seen before. There are probably about 80 people in this room.
That's big.
Real diverse, real melting pot of,
culture.
There were a couple of travellers, there were couples, there were good-looking, very average-looking, and there was just a real melting pot. A couple in the front, a lesbian couple.
Hot lesbian or sort of
no
linebacker lesbian?
Yeah, not you wouldn't
Sure.
see them in a porno. None of the ones we're looking at.
Okay,
that we're watching
all right.
anyway. So
All right.
sort of a larger girl, and good on them. Bloody,
Mate, get in there.
It's 2023. Whatever makes you happy.
Mate,
but it was
get amongst it.
I don't reckon I see much, and I didn't have I'll preface this by saying I didn't have a problem with it. I just found it quite confronting. Sitting right at the front, quite a larger girl, lesbian, and her little partner was as much. She was in this little wheelchair, and
like little wheelchair,
like a little, like she was. I guess you would say she was a
smaller stature person.
She was a person of smaller stature, but she was in a wheelchair, like an electric wheelchair, and she didn't appear to have sort of legs. And the larger woman was watching the show, holding her like a child, like you would hold a child if it was breastfeeding, just in the front row.
And it was definitely a full-grown, not a full-grown.
They were,
but
as much as she.
They're an adult.
She's not growing anymore.
She's not growing anymore.
And they were just
unless her legs grow back.
And they were just openly like kissing, and it was, and they were happy, which is fantastic. It's great that they found each other.
It's not something you see every day in a little wheelchair with no legs.
And I sort of had to really sort of try not to, and then they were laughing and they were enjoying it, and
that's good.
And they didn't mind the dick jokes, which is really quite surprising. And But it was just something that I sort of, that's something you don't see every day.
No.
Really.
No,
and,
no.
And I would see pretty much everyone in the room was aware of this, and you'd sort of look at people going, I'm not.
Is that a kid? Or
I'm not offended by this. I'm not. Look, I'm happy for them. It's great that they've found happiness, but that's a fucking eye-opener. That's
you
one.
don't see it every day.
That can't be unseen. So anyway, so that was something interesting.
Hope they're going well.
Yeah, no, they are. They're happy, really happy. So
they're rocking and rolling.
So how we go for time here? 48. This is going to be 2 episodes.
That's all right, mate. I mean, my wedding went for 8.
Yeah, true.
My knees.
Thursday night, back to the Pinjarra Footy Club.
Beautiful. I love it down there. Pinjarra,
Great.
stayed down there.
Did you?
Yeah. Franklin's good mate, Scully, who unfortunately has passed away, but caught up with him when Franklin was down, and him and Kim, great couple, and Pinjarra, beautiful part of the world.
Yeah, just great great people. So I actually did this last time I was there on a Thursday night as well, and it was pretty good. And I was a bit worried about going back, and she was going, "No, it'll be great. New people, rah rah. You got some new material, like two new jokes.
Really.
Certainly the same theme, being the old dick and balls.
Yeah.
But anyway, this was 100 times better than last time it was there.
Jesus.
She set it up different. They had the stage, and everyone was up the front. Fuck, it was good. Just from the moment I got on stage, it was just rocking. More people there. Great club. But just a great local footy story. A guy called Shorty. I got introduced to a guy called Shorty.
He had no legs.
He had no
was
legs.
in a wheelchair.
Yeah, and I said, mate, I met him the night before. He was breastfeeding at the front of my show on Tuesday night, Wednesday night. And anyway, different Shorty, and Shorty and his mate Cookie. So these guys are in there probably, I'm guessing, late 70s, probably early 80s.
Good on them.
Legends of the club.
Oh, yeah.
25 years ago, these two, the club was struggling away. They started a past players and supporters club.
They got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Someone's just got to put their hand up and go, I'll do it.
Yeah. Shorty was a past player, played in a premiership team. Cookie had never played, but still
loved it.
But still loved the club. Anyway, over there you get 10 cents per can and bottle. You take them to this
good
sort of, you collect them, you take them
Maybe that's why everyone drinks so much.
Just trying to make money.
Trying to make cash.
Make
bank.
When they're costing you $4 and you're only making 10 cents back, it's not.
You've got to drink a few.
It's not smart investing.
No.
But anyway, this is, and I fact checked this. Since January, these two have raised $63,000 for the club
by collecting
cans and bottles. They do it every day. So every house, every fucking pub, every cafe, every survey puts this. Everyone knows them, and they've got bags, and they go and get their bloody. Oh, we'll make sure we don't chuck them out. We'll leave them out for fucking Cookie and Shorty.
And fuck all to do.
And so they go. They're obviously retired, and they've got this ute, and they go around $63,000. So
just on cans.
Fuck. And so
if they actually tried to chase some fucking sponsors.
Oh, well, there's no need. They're fucking making so much from the cans. And they reckon in the last couple of years, last 3 years, $250,000 they have given the club. They do not take a cent. Every dollar.
That's what they say.
Yeah. Oh, if I found out they'd taken 10 cents, fuck me. Never welcome back. So obviously these guys are like gods down there.
Yes.
They've been given life membership. The what do you call someone that helps out? Volunteers Awards named after them.
Brilliant.
And since 25 years ago, since they started their past players and supporters group, $3 million.
$3 million.
$3 million.
Jesus.
And the cans haven't been going that whole time. But even back then, they used to fucking strip like copper out of wire and shit.
Oh, yeah. It's
time-consuming work.
That is time-consuming stuff. Clearly they're got a bit of time on their hands.
Yeah,
I think you can make a bit out of copper and all that. Yeah, there's a bit going on. And any drug dealing or anything like that?
Oh, and he's got a meth lab too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, can't all be angels.
No.
So,
sometimes you just need cans and copper. It's a pretty slow process.
Yeah,
sometimes you need one big hit.
You need one big hit, and they told some funny stories about a couple of times. They'd see even like a kid picking up cans and
belt the shit out of him.
Yeah, Shorty go out and tell him to fuck off and stuff like this. Like it was Shorty's territory. Poor old Cookie, he was in he's in hospital. He's got a bit of a prostate issue at the moment, but
poisoning.
Yeah. Who would have thought from picking up 8 trillion cans as
seeped into his bloodstream.
There might be something in there actually.
Yeah.
So, mate, just an amazing bloke. But and again, this is we're getting off track here. So my son recently read like a kid's version of The Barefoot Investor.
And he's collecting cans.
Well, we've started.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't get 10 cents here.
You get 5.
No,
if you send them to South Australia.
Yeah, it's like that Seinfeld episode. the money, the equation doesn't work. But November 1st, you're going to get 10 cents.
In Melbourne.
In Melbourne, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're bringing the and you start looking at the bottles now. Any that say 10 cents, you're going to get 10 cents. So I was having a chat with Noah about this, and Flynn was sort of a bit interested. We said, let's fucking give it a crack. Let's see what we can do. Let's raise some money and go to Disneyland. Okay. So fast forward to this Saturday just gone.
They've given up.
So, no. I was at the Lindale Footy Club.
Yep.
Great club and great night. And they can drink. They can tip them back.
Oh, yeah.
And I was looking around going, this is a
gold mine.
This is a gold mine. So, and they had this area where all the bins went out, all the recycling bins. So I got home.
Sniffing around.
The next morning, I got up and said, Noah, I found a fucking jackpot. Because at the moment I went and bought him this big fucking, like just this bin thing to put them in. But you can't crush them because you need to scan the fucking things.
So they take up a bit of room.
They take up a lot of fucking room.
Yeah.
You can't crush them. So Saturday morning, I got up and I said, all right, we'll go watch Flinny play basketball. And then we got 3 hours off in between. Noah,
can hunting.
Let's drive out to Lindale where I did the footy gig last night and
sniff around the bins
and let's make some fucking folding.
Make some scratch.
Yeah, make some scratch. So we've gone to the shops, bought some big garbage bags, bought some gloves, bought some sanitizer. There wasn't enough sanitizer in the world for the fucking shit we were digging through. But
anyway, Lindale. Did you find any bodies?
There was a couple of bodies. You get 80 cents a body at Lindale, which is
nice.
Which is not too bad.
That's
but
all right.
Ours was missing its head, so it's
60 cents.
Yeah,
shit.
at best.
Takes up freezer space.
So we were in an hour, 1 hour of going through the bins. Guess how much we made?
$2.30.
Higher.
I don't know, $50.
Oh, exactly $50.
$50.
$50.
$50.
$50.
That's not bad.
Not
$50 an hour.
$50 an hour.
I mean, petrol getting out there. Do you get taxed on it, or
No,
is it cash in hand?
It's cash in hand.
There you go.
But this thing doesn't come in until November 1st. The side of our house looks like a fucking shanty town. The amount of fucking...
Where are you storing them?
Down the side of the house. It doesn't look great.
Oh, God.
It doesn't... Yeah, Tam's not fucking stoked.
No.
Yeah, and it's starting to smell. Smells like a fucking...
Oh, it would smell.
Smells like an 80s dance floor. Smells like the van on a footy trip.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyway, so there's money there.
There is money there.
There is money there to be made. It's time. And then you've got to go and scan them in later, which apparently is very fucking time consuming.
Jeez. Okay, but it's good for the kids. They learn a lesson.
Well,
and I reckon
it's the value of money, because at the moment at that age, they think money just grows on trees.
Yeah, and it doesn't. I mean, lemons and apples do, but well, they don't see money because there's no money now. They just think you've got a magic card that just money just pours out of it.
So this is going to be good. A nice little life lesson of how a hard day's work or an hour's work, probably 2 hours by the time you're out there. And we went to buy the bags, and your hard work,
once
you get
go
rewarded.
To the doctor, get your tetanus and Hep C shots.
Dad loses an arm with fucking Hep C, and before you know it, I think there's something in it.
No, it's good for the kids, I reckon.
It is good for the kids.
That's what we used to do, cash a can. We used to collect all the cans and put sand and rocks in them and try to weigh them and get more.
This is going to have to be continued. We're 57 minutes in.
Oh, Jesus. So, we'll finish up on this because...
There's no...
Yeah.
And...
so let's put a little a full stop. Where are we at?
So we're leaving. At? So I've just left the Pinjarra Footy Club. Shorty, Cookie.
Good on you,
absolute
boys.
Fucking legends. $3 million I've raised. So good on you guys. Here we go. Oh.
Ugh.
You've had the day off today. Have you been sticking things up your bum?
Nah.
That's going to smell.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That's a COVID.
Yep. That sure is.
That's a COVID fart.
Yep.
That's a guy that ain't well.
No, he's crook.
It's a guy that needs to go to the doctor. All right. So we'll get back next episode and we'll hit with the Friday night.
Yeah. So anyway, you got gigs coming up or anything? Where so this comes out Thursday. Where are you over the weekend, mate?
I try and jump up at Lounge Tuesday. Oh, this won't come out by then.
Won't come out. No.
I'm going to.
Oh my. Oh,
Yeah, where am I?
where am I?
Tell you what I'm doing Friday. I fucking can't wait. I'm flying to Brisbane with Peter Dacos.
Jeez.
Sitting next to each other on a plane. I was saying
Siegert
before,
wet
I'm
dream.
going to put something in his drink and
Where am I?
blow him on the plane.
Yeah.
He's my hero growing up. He's my hero now.
Oh, he is, mate. He is. No, I'm just a soccer club. Williamstown Soccer Club.
We'll touch on
Saturday
the,
night with Dave O'Neill.
We'll touch later on our other hero I've been talking about, Mark Norman.
Oh, Norman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am at the during the day. I'm at big weekend. Huntley Footy Club during the day on Saturday. Lancefield Footy Club. I don't know where the fuck that is.
That's a fair way out. I heard it. Well,
Saturday
me
night.
Oaksy and Russ Wigginton had a fucking pretty bad one out there a few years ago.
Good. And
Yeah.
and then I'm going to Greta on Sunday. So
Jesus, so the travel's back.
travel is fucking back. Yeah, this is and a Powerhouse Footy Club on fucking Thursday night, which I'm really probably regretting booking that one in. But anyway, that's
Anyway.
big weekend. He's back. It was a nice weekend only having the one gig, spending some time with the family. But think about family, you don't want to overdo it.
Nah, you gotta.
Small doses.
Well,
That's not true at all.
You'd been away for 9 days in WA, living the life. I mean, every time I rang you, I thought, fucking Siegert's a new man here.
I was revitalised, but
You were.
but you can't. Family, they're bloody magic.
They are good.
Miss them, and they
Can't wait to have one.
No, don't
Yeah.
rush into it.
So, hey, but tell your friends about the
That's
pod.
a joke. Rush into it.
Yep, get amongst it. Tell your mates about the pod. Give us a rating. Give us a review. If you're bloody enjoying it, tell your mates. I think I already said that. But get on the YouTube. Get on the Instagram. Keep building this empire that's
Because we're not.
slowly dwindling.
I'd say we've
sort of just
plateaued.
hold
We've
steady.
plateaued for a long
Hold
time.
steady.
We just need the next spike. What's it got to be?
I don't know.
We talked about a leaked sex video, or I don't know.
Yeah, we need something. But we
So,
need you to just keep sharing.
Just
and
spread the word.
Have
Get
a
on the
listen.
Patreon. Listen to Tommy Time. Got a
Tommy
nice
Time's
little
good.
story about it. I thought I was going to get molested by a bloke the other night. So
Yeah,
that was a bit of fun.
It's a ripper.
That's a rip up. So that's on Tommy Time. So yep, that's it.
Yep. And that's another episode of.
Good.
Oh, hang on.
hang
We had.
hang
I can't forget this.
We might have lost a few people there.
We might have. No, I had. Fucking. Where am I?
You
hang
should
on.
prepare these.
Well, I sort of.
And that look,
forgot
I'm in
about
no
this.
position. This is
No, don't you talk about
it's
pre-preparing.
like that
but one
sign up at the Torquay Footy Club. Before you complain, have you volunteered? So before I complain, have I done anything to contribute to this podcast? And the answer is a big fat hairy no.
Big fat hairy no. But no, I just shout out to one of our loyal Bantitos
Yep.
who's on the Patreon.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Oh, he's been patron for 7 months. He was there right at the start, old Mickey Elston.
Good on Elston.
He's a bloody rip.
Oh,
He's one of the
Elstonwick.
Devon Meadows.
Ah, good crew.
Yeah, he didn't come to the live pod because he had to play bloody Masters footy. But it was his
crew.
40th birthday the other week. He forgot to shout out because he was living the life in Noosa with the family, celebrating his 40th. So to Mickey Elston, who had his 40th birthday
Bloody happy 40th. Hope you're
on the 16th of July. Bloody happy
that's-
birthday,
yeah,
brother.
Good on you, mate. I hope hope your hair's not thinning, and you hope you're not getting arthritis, and you're getting hair in some fucking wacky spots. I'm getting hair in my fucking ears and all over the joint.
Oh, yeah, you're bad.
Yeah, so
bad.
look, I hope you're not falling apart, but I don't mean to burst your bubble, mate, but 40's where the wheels really start to fall off. It's pretty much you've reached the pinnacle, and you got your skis on, and now it's just
Your testosterone starts dropping. It's
Yeah,
hard to
yeah.
create energy. You sort of
life's
you can't play bloody basketball again.
No,
I know
so-
that.
So old Elstonwick, your life's going to be a bit of a battle from here on in, but happy 40th, mate.
Happy 40th, mate. Thanks for jumping on the Patreon,
Yeah.
being a loyal, passionate,
You're a bloody
paid up.
good man.
Good man. So
Thanks
happy
for
birthday, brother.
supporting us. We'll
And,
support you.
We will. Anyway,
Anyway, so
that's, an episode of
good
Banter.
Good banter.
That's a good banter.